Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to talk about long and short vowels sound. When a vowel sound is like its name, this is called a long sound. Like the way we have given name to these vowels like A, E, I, O, U. So these what we call long vowel sounds. A vowel letter can also have short sounds. Whether a vowel has a long sound or short sound or remains silent, it depends on its position in a word and that letters around it. But particularly if we have to make a distinction between long and short vowel sounds, so let's make it clear in this way. Like the way we have given name to these letters A, E, I, O, U, so the sound it produced will be same like its name. So that's what we call, so that when the sound of these letters would be same like the way we have given it the way we have given these vowel the names. So that's what we call long vowel sounds. Now short vowel sounds, as you can see, like if we consider the letter A and sound which it produces in these words like apple, pan, mat. So the A, this letter A produce sounds right? It's not same as its name. So that's what we are having the short vowel sound. Now in letter E, if we pronounce this word elephant, then if we just observe the sound of E, so it goes like right? And let me pronounce this word elephant again. So it's not same like its name E. That is different, and which we call short vowel sound. Now if we consider the letter I, and then if we observe the sound in this word insect, so the sound which I produces, it goes like it, right? So and even let's consider let's pronounce these other words: pin, p, it, so pin, and then mit. Whatever we need, the way we need to make distinction between short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds would be on the basis of the same idea, that in long vowel sound, the way we produce it, we have given its name, so the sounds will would be produced in the same manner. And there are the words and the examples are given later in the next slide. We'll discuss. Then if we just look at the letter O, which is again a vowel, and the sound which is produced is not same like O. And then if we just consider it an octopus, ostrich, upon, motto, so these are different. It's not same like its name, and these are actually the short vowel sound. Then of course the last one, U, and umbrella, which is like a, pan, p, pan, mat, t. So these are different sounds like it's these, and are not same like its name. Okay, Jean, let's move towards long vowels. I mentioned earlier, like the way we have given names to these vowels, and we produce, and when we produce the same sound like their name, so that's what we would have produced long vowel sound. For example, eight, A, right? And then in meat, E, might, I, O, oats, and then mute, right? So these are the same sounds, and these what we call long vowel sounds. Fine. Then we are having silent E rule. In silent e rule, if we need to read it carefully, like when it is said, when a vowel and consonant are followed by an e, the e is almost always silent, but it causes the preceding vowel to be long. Now what preceding means? Preceding means that occurs earlier, right? Okay, what it is saying, it is saying if we would have any vowel sound or consonant sound before e, right? And e would would have been followed by these vowel or consonant. So in that case, usually the e remains silent, but the vowel sound that would be given, that would be there earlier than e, would be considered as, or would be produced as would be produced as long. It needs to be long. That sound, that preceding vowel needs to be that sound needs to be produced as long. For example, eight, we have not, would not have we would not produce this the e sound, but which is like it remains silent, but the long vowel which is given over here, and that is a in eight. So that preceding vowel needs to be long, right? Needs to be produced as long. Or we can say like can be considered as, or it needs to be considered as long vowel sound. Eight, plain, bite, nine, rope, note. So in note we are having o, rope again o, nine, I, bite, I, a. Plain we are having a, that is the preceding vowel sound before e. Eight, again a. And then in cube, we are having u, cube, note, rope, nine. Like we have produced the sound as long vowel sounds, right? Why? Because we are having the silent e rule which we are following, and that is when the before e we will be having any consonant sound or any vowel sound. So in that case we will not produce the sound of e, and that, I mean, like it remains silent, but the preceding vowel would be long. Then other long vowels, a vowel at the end of a syllable is almost always long. If we will consider any of the syllable, let's say, and we are having, and that syllable ends at the it ends at vowel sound, so even that can be considered as long vowel sound, and it can be any vowel. Like we are having examples: I, we, he, she, go, try, cry. Okay, G. So the point is that, like, we have the vowel at the end, right? Of of any syllable. It's why it's long, because we are having yeah, like we can consider we are having this rule that if the vowel would be at the end of a syllable, it is almost always long.